Good morning, friends. It's Saturday, and I wanted to show you one of the catalogs that I love to daydream through. It's the Vermont Country Store, the purveyors of the practical and hard to find, which that is true. You can find things in here you would not find in other places. Some of the things in here are adorable. They feel warm and cozy, that kind of thing. And some of them are more sister wives looking. I don't know. I don't mean sister wives, but I don't know what I mean. And here are the gentlemen who run the show. And I believe that's Dad. Wait, I don't think Dad is there. And maybe that's an old picture of Dad. Anyway, it's a family. Okay, the unique thing about this catalog that I do love is that you can find so many things that are vintage looking or from the old days, like my grandparents' days even. And it's just fun. So carving pumpkins is the highlight of fall they've got here, and page 29 is where you're going to find some good things. I actually bought this tablecloth. They're vinyl. They're high quality, felt on the underside, high quality vinyl that's got a wipe off great surface, but I bought it in the wrong size. So I gave it to Patience to put on the table at her house, and she did immediately. My granddaughter is Patience. She's 11, and she's gotten into making house. Okay, and so free shipping on orders over $75. That's not always the case. My favorite time of year for this catalog is the holiday seasons. Christmas is amazing, and Thanksgiving, and 4th of July's got some great stuff. You can also buy the edibles here. See, now they've ruined the name of edibles. Things you can eat. Nothing here contains THC or whatever. Come on now. So treat yourself to the first flavors of fall: spiced pumpkin walnut streusel loaf. Who can't make that at home for less than $20? Isn't that adorable? I think probably scare little kids, but it reminds me of the 60s. I love the top. I like the bodice, is that what you'd call that? And then the neckline, and it needs to be just a little bit longer for me because I like to cover the whole back 40 if I can, which I can't probably most of the time, and that's my problem, not yours. We got some candles here. And you know those maple candy things? Fun candy mix filled with your favorite mellow creams. I'm thinking that's what that is, but maybe it's just like, the regular stuff you get at the grocery store. It's not the same price as the grocery store. It's a 1.5 pound bag for $14.95. Times are probably getting harder with mail, catalogs. Oh, that's a nice looking little doormat there, or kitchen mat. And I would eat those up because it's stupid, but I love those orange slices that are like big gumdrops. I don't like so much, this is weird, it rats me out about being on the spectrum, but I don't like the flavor as much as the crunch of the sugar on it on my teeth when I bite down. And so I don't buy these very often because I can go through a bag of them looking for that crunch. Weird. We've got night lights. We've got Dracula, a ghost, and a witch. And how much are they? $19.90. Bubble lights. Oh, they're bubble lights. How cool is that? See, I would have when I was younger, but not anymore. Are these also mellow creams? Gummies. Goblin approved. We've got fingers and eyeballs and brains and bones. Yay. And then chocolate covered pretties. Pumpkins. I bet those are good, unless there's licorice. Orange flavored twist. Okay, I'm not into black licorice. I'll eat red licorice, but black isn't my thing. In candy. Delightful, frightful treats. We got all kinds of fudge all year long. All right, we're going to go in. That's not what these are called. Aren't these called something like puffernooses? Marie? Anyway, candy corn. Candy corn is 29. 2 candy-filled chocolate bats. Oh, well, that's different. How cute is that? Witch's fingers. These are adorable. I would buy these, but how much are they? $20 for 6 of them. So, not too bad, I guess. Yeah, my mind is going pretty quick right now trying to add that up. We'll go ahead and turn the page. And then when I was a kid, this was a big deal. My parents got it. The older people always had it in a candy dish. I would take one to be polite, and I would nibble the white stuff and spit the fruity stuff in my hand and drop it in the garbage. Yeah, so I wouldn't hurt their feelings. I've been a people pleaser a long time. Sour cherry, I love these. A sour anything, I'm into sour. Anyway, it's not all food. But as you can see, there's a lot of the old-fashioned, reminds you of the old days kind of stuff. So if you're 50 plus, you might remember some of this stuff. And if you're not, you might go, I've never seen that before. You know. Yeah, this is called nougat. The nougat is what I used to get into. My dad loves maple candies a lot. We used to have these in the house too all the time. How much are they going for? A bag, a gift tin, or a green gift tin. Okay, so $19.95 for the bag, and if you want a tin, $26.95. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's a is it a music box? Okay, it says, find your favorite collectible covered bridge, pin. No, it's just a tin. Yeah, I thought I saw a thing you turn on the side here. Anyway, it goes on and on and on this time of year. Those are the bomb. They don't taste like the ones you get in a box at Walmart. These are the bomb. They're thick chocolate, thick good chocolate, and then the crunchy in the middle, malted milk crunchy, is never chewy or stale. It's just delightful. Oh boy, when I used to, back in the 80s, run around with my girlfriend, we were into this. They're chocolate filled with the actual liquor that it says on the bottle. Have you ever had these? If you ever drink, I don't anymore again, but this was something I got into. My favorite candy in the world is chocolate covered cherry. Very favorite. I like it in dark chocolate without the white goo. I like it to be just the liquid. And so every Christmas I do buy that. Not from here, sadly, because... Oh, these are brandy, though. $35.95 for the brandy ones. If I drank, I would. Because you can't get those in the store. Here, anyway. And they've got toffee, and you've got jumbo milk chocolate raisins, which I like too. More toffee. Okay, we're coming into the cakes. These are old school cookies. They're chewy raisin. My dad loves them. You know, spicy thin cookies. Indulge in deliciousness. Oh, like Petit Fours. What kind? Okay. Delightful spice cake and cream cheese filling turn these pumpkin Petit Fours into irresistible autumn treats. That looks good. So, kind of a fruitcake looking thing. A harvest cake. Pumpkin spice cake. Is that an amaretto something? Fruitcake. And then they go on and they go on and they go on with the cookies. And then we go into the jams. Irresistible snacks with every taste. And the last of the breads. Yum, yum. Okay, now check this out. Breakfast stuff. Pancakes. They've got cookies shaped like maples. They've got Vermont maple butter. Everything is, you know, Vermont. I've not bought these blankets because they wouldn't last through washings. And if I lived by myself, they wouldn't have to be washed often like they do here. Pretty, pretty table settings. Ideas for tables. These magazines you can go online and order if you think you see anything. Whoops. If you think you see anything, let me just tell you. The Vermont Country Store. Arrgh. Okay. This is new this year. I don't have this one, but I have spent the last 10 years scooping up these tablecloths. I've never bought one of these molds for a cake, but if it turned out, it would be so pretty. I haven't got one curtain in this house, not one curtain. I use all shades, but I think I'd like some blackout curtains in the bedroom. Oh, I had a braided rug like this. I didn't get it from this store. I got it from, I don't even think they make it anymore. It was a catalog that came out, and I loved it. I had it in the den in front of the fireplace. Oh, it was so pretty. And let's see. Okay. When's the last time you saw one of these? When I married my husband, he had one of these. He probably still does because he doesn't get rid of things. He's got it in his shop, but yeah. And then these are weighted kind of. And we've got sheets. Oh, look at that pretty night light. See, I would do that one for sure. How much is that? $22.95. You can get free shipping this time if you spend, what is it, over $60, over $75, and you need the code. Pretty bedspreads and sheet sets, and I'm going to kind of blow through here, but I've bought from this section too because they're just super high quality. They've got all the Peanuts stuff. Now look at this. 4 Peanuts glasses, and they are like Peanuts, Charlie Brown, Snoopy. It's all Halloween themed. $39.95, so they're going to be $10 a glass. That's not something you put on the kids' table. Not me. We'll have it for a ladies' luncheon, okay? Oh, wouldn't that be fun? A retro ladies' luncheon with a retro like tablescape and dishes and recipes, or not recipes, but menu. Anyway, then they've got these things. So, have you ever heard of Mason Pearson hairbrushes? Well, I bought the set. I bought a little one and a big one, and I gave it to my kid who has long hair, and they love it. Oh, good Lord. It didn't cost that then. I didn't pay that. I did not pay that, I promise you. Things have gone up everywhere. It's not their fault. I'm sure they're having trouble with everything, just like everybody else. The people, I don't know what that is, treats your skin like gold. I probably need it, though. Oh, look. Isn't that pretty? They've got vintage cosmetics here. You can get Yardley, Taboo. What else is vintage here? See these old school compacts? Tangy, I've never heard of Tangy. And then you've got these remedies. We've got elderberry, collagen, ginger turmeric, cola syrup. That's supposed to be good for a cough. Cola syrup, I think. Maybe it's good for nausea. Caffeine-free cola. Yep, upset stomach. Great taste, too. I was wrong. Now, here are the Stepford husbands. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nobody I would kick out. You know what I mean. What do we have here? Well, now you just look. No, not my type. And then they got men's slippers. Aren't they sweet? And then we've got the women. And you'll see the same theme in the women. Very white bread. Very, and it is. It is. Are those really her arms? Do my arms come down that low? Sometimes I think they take parts of people and add them to make them look taller, thinner. I don't know what. Boy, in Vermont, you can probably wear these. Oh my goodness, look at that pretty sweater. Love these kind of chunky sweaters. And what are we talking price here? $69.69. Autumn. Sage. Ooh, I like you. I had a dress like this when I first met my husband. I was running around in a romper just like that. Oh my goodness. That was the big, like homeschool women would wear rompers, denim mostly. Yeah, and there we go. There's some denim here. I like that shirt. I like this neckline. I also used to have a plaid, but it was the 80s, you know. Ombre. If you're looking for where the ombre went, here it is. I do not like tops that come up that high because you see my primordial hangover pouch way too easy. Is that what you call it? All right, we'll skip the granny panties because nobody needs to see that. All right, and then there's yeah, nice nightgowns. I like a nightgown to bop around in on an early morning, but I don't like them to sleep in because they end up around my neck because I turn like an alligator at night. But, you know, if it were a special occasion, I don't know. I love this. Is this Eileen West? It is. Okay, if you want a nightgown that is quality and gonna last you for years through washings and everything, Eileen West is the brand you want for sure. This is the fairy tale gown. They, like I said, they're super quality. Whatever they're asking, they're worth it. Look at this. They come in 2X, 3X, 4X, $89.95. Usually this magazine charges more for plus size, but they don't with this, and that may be because Eileen West caters to plus size. Let's see. Here's some more jammies. Looks like a nice autumn crisp Vermont day. What is this? I guess it's leaves. It's the Pretty Pin Dot nightgown from Land's Treat. I wonder what it's made out of. What's the fabric? I don't know anything about this brand. I don't see the fabric. Machine wash and dry is important, and Eileen West is. Or it used to be last time I bought one. I kind of like that too for like a Christmas morning or I don't know. And so, my friends, that is the Vermont Country Store. Like I said, it's free. If you saw anything you thought you might like to look at further, get a hold of them online, fill out a thing. They'll send you a catalog. If you buy one thing from them, you're a friend for life. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy Saturday. Bye.